Anywhere you go, give it on.
Alright, so you may have noticed that gas is getting stupid expensive. Well, look, it's already sort of been expensive for a while now, and it seems to be getting a little bit worse. Is there an end in sight? Yeah, I mean, who knows? Not anytime soon. So, alright, no problemo. Just run out and pick yourself up an electric car already, right? Well, sort of. You see, there's some issues, and not everyone can deal with a fully electric vehicle right now for a number of possible reasons. But look, there's a solution, and I'm talking about plug-in hybrids. And specifically today, we're talking about the BMW X5 eDrive 45e. And don't let that ridiculous name fool you. This thing's actually pretty solid. All right, so what is this thing? Well, it's an X5. Yeah, look, you've seen a million of them, and that's because people really dig them. And wouldn't you know it, BMW sells a crap ton, especially here in the States. Yep, we like our SUVs and we like our German luxury. This one though, well, it can drive on electric power alone, and it can go a pretty decent 31 miles before you got to tap into that gas tank. Look, all right. 31 miles doesn't sound like a lot, especially when you compare it to some of these fully electric SUVs. But look, many of us don't really drive more than 31 miles a day. So yeah, you may hardly ever have to tap into that gas tank, but when you need it, it'll be there. All right, so you're planning sort of a long road trip, yeah? Well, if you've ever had to cover, I don't know, say like 1,000 miles in an EV, well, you, my friend, you know exactly what pain tastes like. Yeah, look, I know. Tesla does a pretty good job here, but you still had to stop often and for much longer than it takes to top off that gas tank. Then, if you're not in a Tesla, good luck to you. Seriously, good luck to you. I mean, there's just no way you can make it 1,000 miles without some real big time problems. But look, unfortunately, the public charging network is just sort of dog crap. And this is just going to be really rough, again, if you're not in a Tesla. Okay, so let's wax poetic on this German knapsack of electrons and pistons for a second. I think we start with the power. Now, the word hybrid generally makes you think of like left lane Prius guy, just slow and completely oblivious. By the way, what is going on in this country? I mean, why do so many people drive like ass clowns in the passing lane? I mean, somebody explain this to me. All right, I'm gonna stop. Anyway, this thing isn't slow. I mean, not at all. Dare I even say this thing's actually pretty quick? I mean, look, so check this out. 0 to 60 comes in 4.7 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty quick. And under the hood, BMW's upgraded that internal combustion power plant to a straight 6 from the previous model's inline 4. The result, 282 horsepower, and check this out, it's actually quieter than the old 4-banger. But we still need to add the electric power, which gives us a total output of 389 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque. These are solid numbers, not bad. All right, so it is time to build ourselves one, and this fella starts at just under 64 grand, but keep in mind, because this thing should be eligible for that $7,500 tax credit. Oh, and depending on when you're actually watching this, the savings from Uncle Sam could go up from there, so keep your eye out for that. Anyway, first things first, you good with this standard X-Line trim? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it comes with 19s, but it's nothing special. For $4,400, you can step up to the M Sports package that makes this thing look just that much better in my opinion. You also get this aggressive body kit along with these 20s and that girthy M steering wheel. Personally, yeah, it's worth it. We're just gonna get it. Yeah, we're getting it. All right, it is time to pick some paint, and you get 2 no cost and non-metallic options. Yep, black or white. Look, although you can't get the black with the M Sports Pack, actually you can't get dark graphite or sparkling brown with the M Sports Pack either, but it's all right. So the rest of the metallic options are gonna run you a cool 550 clams, and today, I'm just kind of feeling this Manhattan green. Yeah, it's nice, right? You dig it? I dig it. We're going with it. All right, next up, we're talking wheels, and there's no issue if you just want to stick with those 20s that come with the M Sports Pack. No problemo. I mean, they're big enough and they've got enough rubber around them to just keep that ride nice and comfortable. But you can also step up to these 21s. I mean, it's gonna cost you an extra 950 bucks. And look, there's no wrong choice here, but we kind of just dig big wheels. So look, we'll go for the 21s. All right, so on to the interior. And straight away you'll notice that the synthetic stuff is reserved for the X line only. With the M Sports Pack, we're looking at 4 options here. We got ivory, coffee, cognac, and black. I mean, all solid options, but look, a word of advice, if you wear like jeans ever, maybe pass on the ivory white. Look, I've made that mistake, it's no bueno. Anyway, there's also this upgrade available here to this merino leather, which is actually really nice. And the pricing here is a little tricky though. See how it says $1,000? Well, that's not exactly the whole story. All right, so let's pick this coffee color. That's gonna look nice with the metallic green, and aha! You see? To step up to the fancy seats, you also have to get the multi-contour seats, the 4-zone climate control, which is sort of an odd prerequisite, and the premium package. And look, maybe you're getting all this stuff anyhow, but this adds over $3,000 to the price, not the $1,000 you may have been led to believe. With that said, I still think we're getting it. I mean, it's kind of play money right now anyways, right? But yeah, we're getting it. Next, we got the trim, and now these are all no cost options, so that's cool, and you can just sort of pick what you want, except for this aluminum dark mesh, as that's reserved for the X-Line trim. And I don't know, I think we're just gonna stick with this nice brown poplar. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we've got several packages to take a look at, and first up is the premium package, which comes with this gesture control option that, like, it's sort of neat, but honestly, like, you're probably never gonna use it. But it also comes with the quote unquote, once you get used to it, you just sort of have to have it heads up display. So we already have this package because we went with the fancy seats, so let's go ahead and move on. Next is the executive package, which is really sort of like the premium package plus sort of thing. I mean, it's not exactly cheap though, at 3,300 bucks, but I think it's a pretty fair value considering what you're getting. So along with all the stuff from the premium package, you get these pretty nice looking glass controls. If that's your thing, personally I'm sort of take it or leave it, but you also get these laser light headlights, which are apparently the maximum brightness you can legally have here in the States. That's pretty cool, I dig that. So then you get some fancy LED lighting system for the giant moonroof, and then these side window shades. And look, I think we'll go ahead and add it here, although if this were my money, I think this might be sort of a tough decision. All right, next, there's this driving assistance package for 1,700 bucks, which is basically a mild semi-autonomous system that's probably fine and probably something you're not gonna use that much. But hey, if this is your thing, yeah, go for it, all good. Personally, I think we can have a bit more fun and spend that 1,700 bucks elsewhere. For example, we got the luxury seating package that comes with 20-way front seats that are ventilated, and check this out, they've got a massage function. This is what I'm talking about. And it's 100 bucks cheaper than the driving assistance pack. Well, it's actually a bunch cheaper because we already have the multi-contour seats, so total no-brainer. Getting this one all day, even Sunday. All right, then we've got the parking assistance pack, which is, yeah, it's right there in the name. Pretty much what it sounds like. Not that exciting, but anyway. Then there's this climate comfort package, and hey, you live somewhere cold? Yeah? Well, you probably want this. It kind of gives you heated everything, front and back seats. You live in Phoenix, maybe you pass here. There's a bunch of a la carte options here. Not gonna go through them all, but you can mix and match all you want. Anyway, after destination and handling, we're looking at just under 75 grand, which is like still a lot of money. But keep in mind, you should be able to save at least $7,500 off the sticker. So for like the mid to high 60s, I think you get a very well equipped and handsome looking X5. One that'll potentially allow you to only pay for gas when you're getting your road trip on. Yeah, look, 31 miles isn't a ton. And even if you're still commuting to the office, I don't know, maybe you got charging there, you can get 31 miles on the way home. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, so with the world getting a little crazy and gas prices going up and up and up and up and up, if you're not ready to make the full switch to electric, I think this is basically a kind of like a no compromise, if that makes any sense at all.